Howdy there, friend. So glad you've trailblazed on into Conflict Canyon. Mia and I have just been scouting out the local contests, clashes, and chaotic confrontations. Partner, it's a wild frontier of conflict out here, and we need your help. Here's the game plan. In order to successfully collect our next quill fragment, we'll have to defeat 5 unique types of literary conflict. For each one, we'll need to recognize what type of conflict it is and understand the purpose it serves in a story. Wait! Do you hear something? Oh, yep! And that's a dust storm heading right for us. Hang on to your cowboy hats. Looks like our first conflict is about to arrive. Phew, so glad we managed to take shelter in this quaint little town. While we wait for the dust to settle, let's chat about what conflict actually is. First, pause and write down your definition of conflict in a story. In stories, conflict is a problem that temporarily stops a character from reaching their goal. This creates 2 opposing forces dueling against one another, which drives the plot forward with tension and intrigue. Conflict helps to develop characters by showing how they react under pressure and change over time. Conflict also often highlights important themes, unique settings, and key events the author wants to emphasize. Now that we know what conflict is, I think we can tackle any conflicts that come our way in Conflict Canyon. For our conflict showdown today, we'll be taking on 5 different types of conflict. Character versus nature, character versus character, character versus society, character versus technology, and character versus self. The first 4 types of conflict, nature, character, society, and technology, are external conflicts, which means the conflict occurs between a character and an outside force. Wait, you are right, Mia. We're already facing a very stormy external conflict right now, but which one is it? Be sure to identify and check off the conflict type in your guided notes as we face each one. So, I'm thinking that dust storm outside right now is a great example of a character versus nature conflict. This type of conflict occurs when a character faces challenges posed by natural forces like extreme weather, wild animals, or hostile places. A character versus nature conflict can shape the setting with terrifying and challenging environments. It also moves the plot forward by testing a character's resilience and courage. As an example, that dust storm definitely changed our story's plot because it sent us running for our lives. It also enhanced our setting, showing Conflict Canyon to be a dangerous and dusty place, and it proved that we are strong, resilient characters bravely exploring the unknown. Oh, speaking of that dust storm, it's gone. If we correctly identify and understand each type of conflict as it comes our way, we'll defeat them all and succeed in getting the quill fragment. Yeehaw! Ah, nice fresh canyon air. Wait, what? You found the shard of the crystal quill? Already? Oh, that can't be right.
Hey!
Uh-oh. It looks like our next conflict's just swaggered in and he does not want Mia touching that shard. Quick, can you guess which conflict we're dealing with right now? This time, we're up against another character, Sheriff Spike. Character versus character conflict. Two or more characters struggle against each other. This might be the protagonist, or main character, versus the antagonist, or villain, but it might also be a clash between friends or family members. This sort of conflict not only highlights how different characters develop throughout the story, but also helps us explore the relationship between them. Think tense dialogue, dramatic action, epic duels, and heartbreaking betrayals. Hey look, Sheriff Spike's calmed down. We passed that trial with flying colors. Mia, you good? Looks like some of the other townspeople have shown up. They're suspicious of Mia. They're thinking, she looks different from us. She doesn't speak our language. She's breaking our laws. What kind of conflict do you think this is? This is a perfect example of a character versus society conflict. This conflict shows up when a character clashes with the society or community around them, often by challenging norms, breaking rules, or just going against the status quo. Think of stories where the character is fighting against an unjust government, or thinking for themselves, even when everyone else says they're wrong. This type of conflict can explore a character's identity and sense of belonging. Can you think of any other ways this conflict might impact a story? I was thinking that a story with this conflict is also an excellent way to explore social, political, and historical issues. This encourages us to think deeply about the communities we live in, too. Hey, we've conquered the third conflict, but heads up, we've got yet another one headed our way. The townspeople are also suspicious of Mia because she's a robot. What sort of conflict is this? Yup! This is a character versus technology conflict, which is when a character faces difficulties presented by technology, machines, or other scientific developments. Oftentimes, the once helpful technology has turned evil and risen up against humanity. Not Mia, of course. This conflict leads us to think about some serious topics. Like what? Well, like what it really means to be a human rather than a machine, and what the future of AI, robots, and other technology might look like. Will they help us or harm us? Yes! Another conflict down, but why does Mia look so upset? Don't worry, Mia. Thanks to our excellent understanding of the 4 kinds of external conflict, Sheriff Spike and the townspeople have agreed to give us the piece of the quill. Awesome job! Oh, Mia. Hey, partner, I could use your help one last time. After all that negative talk about robots, Mia's feeling a little conflicted and unsure of herself. She's got all this inner turmoil going on, wondering if she can really succeed in our quest, and worried she's not clever enough. Oh, it looks like Mia's experiencing our very last kind of conflict, and this time it's an internal conflict. An internal conflict occurs inside a character's mind or heart. This is also known as a character versus self conflict, where a character struggles against their own emotions, fears, or desires. But what purpose might this sort of conflict have in a story? Pause here and write down your ideas to help Mia and get us through our final test. What did you write? My thoughts? A character versus self conflict can help us explore a character's emotions and desires, adding depth to their personality and goals. It also provides the opportunity for a character to change over the course of a story, making important decisions, becoming a better person, and embracing who they were born to be. See, you did it, Mia! You're awesome! Hats off to you, Buckaroo! We've successfully explored conflict in 5 different forms and analyzed how each one helps make a story dramatic, memorable, and full of exciting twists and turns. Next stop, the Valley of Vibe. Me and I are going to saddle up and head there now to relax after all that conflict. Until next time, remember, every story is a new horizon. See you next time.
Hey!